Hey everyone, I'm Adam, and I'll be the game master for our run of Mutant Year Zero. And I'm here with the other four guys: Brian, Chris, Jeremiah, and Kyle. For those of you who haven't watched and or listened to any of our other stuff, that's Brian, that's Chris, that's Jeremy, that's Kyle, right over there. And no, seriously, Brian, are you looking forward to making characters for Mutant Year Zero?
Extremely so. I've been on pins and needles all week.
Chris?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Okay.
No, I had to unmute myself. Yeah, definitely. I already know where I'm going with this one.
All right. And Jeremy?
I'm actually very excited about this one, and if my audio sounds terrible, it's my deepest apologies that it's temporary.
I guess that's what that chat message meant about the bath time. Kyle, are you excited about Mutant Year Zero?
Very much so. As much as I enjoyed our old campaign, as the one who struggled the most with military terminology, I'm excited to be.
I don't know that you
Lovely.
get to take the title for that one because I can't even identify guns and ammunition.
1 or 1A and struggling the most with terminology. I'm looking forward to mutant terminology. I can just make things up. Much more my frame.
Yeah, actually, as a GM, I'm kind of looking forward to, and I'd said this to Jeremy actually, how I'm kind of looking forward to being able to play the weirder shit more, instead of it having to, stick exclusively to realistic or quasi-realistic shit. It's nice to be able to like veer off and think of weird shit. But I'm excited about running Mutant Year Zero for our next campaign. And for those of you that don't know, our last one, which hasn't fully released yet as of this date right now, is 2 past midnight. There's still another few episodes left. I'm leaving it vague on exactly how many episodes it is, so that no one knows yet when the date is of the last episode. But it's a few. Take that how you will. Don't count. Stop counting. All right, you guys want to jump in on the character creation for Mutant Year Zero?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, Mutant Year Zero is another post-apocalyptic game from Free League. Weird, and because I'm kind of a fan of their games now at this point, fucking love them. And anyway, but in this one, instead of it being a post World War III kind of post-apocalypse, it's more of a little bit further into the future, and people have weird mutations and shit like that. And that's the basic premise of it. I think everything else will probably come out in gameplay and or character creation about things like that. I don't want to dive too far into the setting, but it's a really cool game. You guys should check it out. And anyone interested in GMing stuff like this, read all the backstory shit because it's kind of cool. It's pretty neat. Are you guys ready? You want to jump ahead to the Your Mutant section in the PDFs? No? No?
Yes, I'm already there.
All right. So the way that Mutant Year Zero works, unlike the Life Path one we did in Twilight 2000, is it's an archetype, right? Like you pick a role that your character is going to be. So we're not doing like a slow build of like what happened in this term, what happened in this term. It's a kind of make them all at once. So let me make this a little bit bigger so I can fucking read it, man. Why am I making things? All right. So first thing we're going to do is everyone's going to choose your role. So everyone know what they're. Have you guys decided? Has everyone decided on what they want?
I believe it was
yeah.
decided for me, but I will affirm
yeah.
it.
Affirm it? Yeah, it was suggested, and did you agree to the terms?
Yeah, it was. Hey, dummy, this is what you are.
I mean, it fits, Kyle. Honestly,
Not wrong.
it
Not
fits.
at all wrong.
It fits the way you play. The Luke Goblin seems like. Do you want to go first, Kyle? You always end up going last because of the alphabet. And do you want to go first this go around and tell us
What
what
benevolent
role you're
GM
picking?
we have. I'm going to enjoy Mutant Year Zero. Look at this.
That just means he's going to kill you first.
That's right. I shall be the fixer. Bullets, grub, water, artifacts, a warm body next to you, whatever people want, I can get.
Jeremiah, do you want to pick what role you are? I think you already know.
Oh yeah. As soon as I started going over the archetypes, I knew immediately what it was. Gearhead. For other people, the zone is an empty wasteland, littered with useless scrap and garbage. For you, it's a gold mine that is never depleted. There are remains from the old age everywhere, broken technical wonders. You have mastered the art of turning them into new working contraptions. They're not pretty, but they work most of the time. And the people have learned to value your craft.
Yeah. This reminds me of your Starfinder character you had too. So
Yeah. Well, also it's also not a far departure from one of my more prominent Two Past Midnight characters too.
which one?
Stanislav.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Wow. I never really thought about that. That Stanislav was Eats Okay, basically. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but
I miss Mr. Stan.
yeah. And then Chris is going to make a version of Harrison, I guess. Is that what's going to happen?
No.
Some sort of mutant Harrison?
Harrison was a mutant.
Hey. Maybe inbred, but
All right, Chris, do you know what role you were going to pick?
I do, naturally. I'm going with the dog handler.
I am not shocked at all.
Shocked. Deeply shocked.
I mean,
For anyone that's ever accused Chris of just playing Chris, this is even more Chris playing Chris.
yes and no.
Yeah, maybe this one will last a little longer before you.
That's the best part about the archetype is he just gets another dog that I could then have him kill again, and another dog I can have him kill again.
Every time the dog gets sick,
keep
he just
bringing
shoots it.
back a new dog.
Yeah, so funny enough you say that. The description for dog handler is, if there's something the Ark is not in short supply of, it is wild mutts. Unlike you mutants, the dogs breed constantly and survive by feeding on refuse and, when needed, each other. You can't even remember how your sorry excuse for a dog became yours, but now it's worth more to you than any mutant. You live in a symbiotic mutual dependency. You give your dog grub, and it will tear the jugular off anyone who stands in your way. So basically, he's kind of an outcast, and his dog is his best friend. So
Yeah.
back to the me playing me. Yeah.
Chris playing Chris. Yeah, that's all. This is just what I said. That's all. That was the too long.
Yeah, we didn't even need the extra. It was no, we get it.
Chris is playing Chris with unlimited dogs.
Is this character's name also Chris?
No,
Oh, no? Oh, okay.
I think I picked the name for him already. I think it is going to be.
Oh, hold on. Let Brian tell us what his role is. First.
Christoph.
Brian, what role did you pick for your character?
I picked the Chronicler. Everything must be recorded. All the people do must be taken note of. Nothing forgotten. The Elder has been saying that as long as you can remember, the most gifted among you, he made chroniclers, tasked with writing down the fate of the people in yellowed notebooks. You have filled many books by now. The Elder will soon be gone, but you won't betray your pledge to him.
By the way, for anyone who's not familiar with the canon of Mutant Year Zero, the people are basically all of the mutants that are part of their little enclave, their little arc of mutants. The Elder is this older guy or woman that's kind of in charge of them, has kind of been their leader up to this point, basically raised them, essentially. And all of the people are about the same age, right? So there's just like this group of mutants and then this one older guy, think, Professor X, but without other people around.
So we're like half of those boy bands that were formed, where it's just a creepy old guy kind of pushing us in a direction.
Right, but just, somewhere around 200 of them. You know what I mean? So your group of the people is, it says in the book that it's recommended it's around like 200 people so that you have people for backup PCs.
The Spice Ghouls.
Yeah.
Can we be the Spice Ghouls? Is that...
No, but I'm
Please write that
100% not stealing that for something else unrelated to this name. Spice.
Wait, that's copyright infringement. Quit writing that down.
No, it's parody.
by schools. All right. Anyway, so that's the basic concept of the people and the elder and all of that. Next, the name of your character. Chris, you said you had an idea of what you were going to name your character.
Yes, he is going to be named Gasper.
Gasper. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
And no, he is not a broken down wannabe tough guy, jock guy. Like that would be Chris playing Chris. This guy,
He just has asthma.
Yeah.
Like,
Instead, this is Gasper, the friendly ghost.
I think this guy, if anybody remembers, I think this guy's going to lean more towards like my Walking Dead character.
yeah. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone else have a name for their character, or were they planning on waiting until they roll a mutation and kind of go from there?
My character's name is Ab.
Ab?
Ab.
Like part ABBA, but not all of ABBA?
It's
Or he-
actually short for Abazabba.
Ab.
Or he doesn't have abs; he just has an ab.
Abazaba.
Abazabba.
He has one. He has a one pack, also known as a keg. Jeremiah, did you have an idea for a name for your gearhead?
Duh meter. DA apostrophe meter.
D-A apostrophe meter. Kyle, did you have
Yorick.
you spell
Yorick.
it?
Yorik.
Wait. Are we gonna do Hamlet at some point? And someone's gonna lift up your skull? It's like,
The last boy Yorick I knew him well. It's an homage to Why the Last Man.
Yep. I like it.
Something else, Uric. Golly, it's ringing a bell, but I can't place it.
Are you sure you're not thinking Yuri?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm thinking like a TV show character. I can't place it.
Yorick von Liechtenstein.
All right.
That's Ulrich.
So the next thing it says you're supposed to do is define your appearance. I mean, we could probably wait until we really dive into the rest of that if you guys want to. But all right, so you distribute 14 points across 4 attributes, right? And those 4 attributes will be strength, agility, wits, and empathy. They're very similar to the Twilight 2000 ones of strength, agility, intelligence, wasn't it? Intelligence and
Empathy.
empathy.
yeah, it was
Right.
intelligence. Yeah.
But and this is a reminder for you guys or for anyone out there, when it comes around time for XP, when you're upping your character, you cannot increase abilities. They are stuck where they are, but they might go down through gameplay. But you can never increase them higher than wherever they start with. So whatever you're starting with in your ability, that is the highest it will be. And the way that advancement works, and Jeremy recommended that I mention this just real quick for anyone out there. The way that advancement generally works in this game, after 5 experience points, after you have 5 experience points, you can spend those 5 to either get a new talent or to increase a skill. Everything's a flat 5 XP raising it, but you cannot use those 5 XP to raise an attribute. Okay, so 14 points divided among attributes. That's where we're going to start.
So 2 4s and 2 3s if you did it.
You can.
So
more
they start at
specifically,
1 and we go up and down, or
yeah,
start at 0?
yeah, everything starts at 1. It scales from 1 to 5. PCs, other regular mutants, higher scores better. Your attributes are used when you perform important actions, yada, yada, yada. Starting scores. When you create your PC, you should distribute a total of 14 points across 4 attributes. Each attribute must have a starting value of 2 to 4, except for 1. The attribute listed as your key attribute. So whatever your key attribute is, can start at a 5.
But you can't go above 5.
Right. So everything else can be a 2 to a 4. Your key attribute, the highest, like it can go up to a 5. And nothing can be apparently below a 2 to start with yet.
To start with. Yeah.
Yet. It could later, but not yet. So Jeremiah, I'm assuming you already did your attributes.
I did already do my attributes.
I know you did. I know.
So the Gearhead's key attribute is wits.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just dump stat that one. That's a 5. That's like,
You mean anti-dump stat?
yeah, I'm gonna dump all as much as I can into it. So,
Gotcha. All right. Yep.
And then the rest, I'm gonna go 3 across the board because I kind of want them to stick around a little, at least a little bit. So hopefully they don't die too fast.
Too fast. Yeah. Anyone else want to go next, so that I'm not calling on someone who has not divvied up their points yet?
I'm ready already.
All right.
The chronicler, the main stat is empathy. So I went ahead and made empathy a 5. Then wits, I got it a 3. Agility is a 4, and strength is a 2.
Okay. All right. So not real strong, but really agile and good empathy.
Yes.
So, and that's the key one for the chronicler's empathy.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Chris, what is the dog handler key ability? Yeah, attribute, not ability.
Looks like agility.
Okay. All right.
Really? That's interesting.
You don't have to make agility a 5. That's just the only one you can make a 5.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. I'm wondering if it plays into the abilities with the dog at all.
I don't know, because don't you for the dog? Don't you roll an empathy, or is it just do the things?
You got the sick a dog thing. I'm gonna need to read more about it, right?
Yeah, they're just the talents that are associated with the dog handler. Hold on.
Interesting, though.
Yeah. Kyle, you want to do what yours are while Chris is reading up a little bit more?
You said they should add up to 14.
14 total. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going with a strength of 4, an agility of 4, wits of 5, and an empathy of 3.
Four,
Doesn't
5,
math.
3. That doesn't add up to 14.
8, 12. Oh, sorry, I see what I did there.
That's 17.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about I start with
That-
that?
Kyle,
Kyle,
Quit
cheating
cheating.
already. Yeah, quit cheating, Kyle.
To be fair, it adds to 16, and I see what I did.
You said a 14, right? Okay, 16 it is.
always trying to get a little extra
So
on
wits,
that deal.
wits is 5,
Uh-huh.
and everything else is a 3.
Okay. All right. So kind of the same
okay.
thing Jeremy did, but with the
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do the same thing because the dog handler's skill is sick a dog, which is like it's kind of like the basis for the dog's skills, and that's based on agility.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're
So-
you're going to do the agility 5.
And then everything else 3.
Right,
Actually,
right.
I'm being told my key attribute is actually supposed to be empathy. I would have thought it would have been the opposite of that.
No, because you use empathy to convince people of stuff and make deals and manipulate and things like that.
So I'm going to go strength 2,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
agility 3, wits 4, empathy 5. Okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah, empathy. Yeah, it says, in case anyone didn't know, it says what your key attribute is on the top left there of each one of those. All right, I'm gonna go back to the page I was on originally. Not that one. Sorry. Scroll.
No scrolling.
Too late. I'm already scrolling.
How dare you?
All right. So you guys all have your starting off attributes now. The next thing is going to be your skills. I think you get 10 points to distribute among your skills.
Right.
Yep. Your skills are trained abilities and learning things you have picked up along the way in harsh post-apocalyptic world. In this game, there are 12 basic skills all mutants can use. In addition, every role has a unique 13th skill, a specialist skill. Skills are measured by skill level 0 to 5. You can use a basic skill even if you don't have a skill level, which basically just means you're just rolling the attribute for it, right? To use a specialist skill, you need at least a skill level 1 to even roll the specialist skill. You can read more about what the skills do and how they work in Chapter 3, but, whatever. We don't need to sit here and read that shit. But when creating your character, you get to distribute 10 points across your skills. The maximum starting level for any skill is 3, and you must have at least level 1 in your specialist skill. Apart from that, you choose your skills freely. So really, it's 1 in your specialist skill and 9 wherever the fuck you want to put them. And you can increase that 1 up to something else.
So that
The total doesn't have a cap, though, right?
3.
3 at most in each skill.
In the skill. Okay, I was going to say the total is going to use
nine
the
total.
first columns.
Yeah, 9 total. Like that anywhere. Or, well, 10 total, including the one that goes in your specials.
Yeah, if you're looking at the Roll20 character sheet, the total is going to auto-calculate based off of your attribute and your skill level.
Yeah.
Right. The total to the right is already adding what you put as your original skill stat, right? Or the attribute stat.
Yes,
I got you.
right.
Okay.
Precisely. So it's the one on the left on your sheet.
Where is
Chris?
that specialist skill in the character sheet?
It will be in that black box in the top left corner where it's above like appearance and shows your key attribute and next to relationships to NPCs.
Yeah, your specialist skill. What the fuck is?
Oh, he
dog
means
hand?
on the actual character sheet, you would have to add that skill in because it is not on every character sheet. You would just have you'd have to hit the plus button down at the bottom and pick the thing and type it in.
And that's the one that it says like
Sick a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And you just
that's
put
your
sick a dog
specialist skill.
and then make it whatever the agility as the main part of it, and it'll give you
Yep.
the dice.
Precisely. All right. Jeremiah, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So I maxed out Jury Rig, which is the gearhead specialist skill.
Yeah.
Which allows me to repair equipment or invent equipment and repair and build vehicles, which is going to be lots of fun. But I'm not really going to lean into the motorhead part of it. I'm probably going to lean more towards the inventor and tinkerer part, which is really cool. I maxed that one out at 3, so they're really good. Comprehend I maxed out at 3 because I really, just as a player, I hate not knowing what the fuck is going on. So between wits and comprehend, hopefully they'll have some kind of idea of like clues. And then I went with 1 for endure, 1 for sneak, 1 for move, and 1 for shoot.
All right. Sounds good. Anybody else want to go next? Go ahead, Chris.
No,
Yeah,
I was going to ask another question.
Proceed.
You also put, out of your 10 points, your specialist skill, you still put points into that too, right? Up to 3?
Up to 3, but minimum 1.
Minimum 1, maximum
Up to
3.
Okay,
maximum
that's
3.
it. Brian, go ahead. Sorry.
Yep.
How does the specialist thing work? I don't see that.
Hit the plus button at the bottom of the skills, and you can add it in
add your-
manually.
Yeah, and it's whatever it says on the black box for your character. So for the fixer, it is make a deal is the name of your specialty.
And the base of that would be empathy.
Yes.
Okay.
And the tutorial turns into how to do the character sheet on Roll20. That's fine. No, it's fine. It's valid. I mean, yeah. But yeah, much like our Twilight 2000 campaign, we're going to be playing this one on our Roll20 also. Mostly because it's what I know how to use. I have never really dove too far into Foundry, and I'm too old to learn new things.
Well, and nobody's paying us to do it yet, so we'll keep using the one that we're paying for.
Until Foundry says, hey, we'll sponsor you.
That'd be great.
And I'll be like, hold on, let me talk to Roll20. All right.
I'm ready.
Kyle. Oh, Brian.
Kyle's
Never mind.
not ready.
Brian.
Look at his face.
I don't know. Look, I'm trying to give him a chance to not be last. That's all I'm doing.
All right.
All right.
I went with a 3 in manipulate, a 2 in inspire, which is my specialty skill.
Uh-huh.
I then went with a 2 in shoot, a 1 in heal, a 1 in sneak, and a 1 in move.
Yeah, yeah, and move is definitely that they're all fucking useful as hell. But yeah, sneak. And
If
move are
I've
definitely-
learned
yeah.
anything from Free
Yeah.
League games, is there is no skill that's like, yeah, you don't really need that or gonna
You don't
use
really-
that.
You don't really need recon. Why would you need recon?
Yeah.
How about
I think the
empathy?
big one for all of us was
Empathy.
you don't really need empathy. Like that's
I
Speaking of which-
disagreed from the beginning.
Speaking of which, the fact that Chris is going from Murph to a character whose key attribute is it's agility, right? Not empathy.
Agility.
No, it's not
yeah,
empathy.
Yeah. It should be. It really should be for a dog handler, but
You
I
mean
guess he doesn't
because-
like people, so that's why his empathy sucks.
Because
But,
it was Murph's Achilles heel.
All right, Kyle, have you figured out where you're putting your skill points
I
yet?
was ready before Brian threw out the shade that he was throwing, so it's all
Okay, second question. Do they actually add up to 10?
I don't know who's going to keep track for me.
Everyone.
I have added 1 to endurance,
Uh-huh.
1 to force,
Uh-huh.
1 to sneak,
Uh-huh.
1 to move, 1 to shoot, 1 to sense emotion,
No.
Uh-huh.
2 to manipulate, and 2 to make a deal.
That's 10.
That's 10. Good job. Good job, Kyle. You can add as good as my daughter. And
Wow.
she's 7.
Shots fired.
She's 7. All right, and then all right, so now that's everyone's skill points.
No, I haven't done mine. But
Oh, sorry, Chris.
that's
Skill
fine.
Well, everyone important. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Exactly. Well, I maxed out the 3 to the.
Your question messed me up. That's why I thought
Yeah,
you'd
I
already
know.
gone. Go ahead.
I put 3 into the max into the specialty skill, sick a dog, and then 1 endure, 1 fight, 1 sneak, 1 move, 1 shoot, 1 scout, and 1 sense emotion.
Yeah. Those all 100% make sense. The sense of motion one's interesting. That's not the what was the dog handler specialty skill one again? It's the sick dog, right? Is
Yeah,
that
sick
what it
dog.
is?
Yeah, sick
okay.
a dog.
Yeah.
yes.
Which is agility, which is interesting.
Sense
I
of-
think
It's their key ability.
Yeah, sense of motion. Looking at that, it's,
Well, no.
it's supposed to be kind of like what is it? Not the command, but what was the other skill in Twilight?
no,
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
yeah, persuasion or well, I guess there'd be
Sense emotion sounds like, is this thing going to kill me or not?
Yeah, or is this person lying?
yeah, that'd be the other one. I think
I
it's
just want to point out that real quick. This is unrelated to what we're actually doing, right?
Yeah.
That mine and Jeremiah's mom just came in and told me to not pick on Kyle.
yeah. She said don't pick on Kyle.
Not even Brian.
Always listen to your mother.
Apparently we're getting in trouble. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently we're getting in trouble already.
I think it's when I jumped on the thing with Kyle. It's like, I know Jeremiah's fine, but when Brian joined in with it, now that's 3. and that's
too
too
much.
Many.
It's too many. It's too many.
But it's okay to mess with Chris. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
can
She
use
didn't
Chris.
say anything
That's-
about Chris, so he's fair.
That's always okay.
And Brian's always on the table.
It's fine. Yeah. That
Hey-oh.
phrasing.
I knew what I was saying.
All right. So now that we've got the skills out of the way, the starting levels, talents, because I think you get different talents with it. Talents are tricks, moves, minor abilities that you give that give you a small edge. They are more specialized in skills and give you a way to fine tune your blah, blah, blah. You can pick one talent when creating your character, but your choices are limited. Your role description indicates which talents you can choose from, and you can learn more talents during the course of the game, at which point you will have many more talents to choose from. Because there's like general talents, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But you can so like later on you can learn talents, but you can't learn like archetypes, the like the ones that are just for the archetypes, if I remember correctly.
Are we picking blind or should I know what these do?
I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't hurt to know what they do, but
Yeah,
you could always just roll a die and
yeah.
go
You
off
could
that.
roll a. Yeah, I think
I think
each.
there's only 3.
Yeah, roll a d6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 it.
Where's chapter?
It's more fun that way. Chapter 4 is on page. Actually, since it's a PDF, Brian, are you on the hard copy one that you can't just push a button and then it takes you automatically to that chapter?
No. I don't have any of that.
Okay, page 63. Page 63, Brian.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. For those of you who are not technologically impaired, you can just go to the left hand.
Good for you.
Click on your thing.
Good grief.
Jeremy, did you
Sir.
figure out what your talent was going to be?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tinkerer. In my head, they're really good at fixing stuff, but not so much at it inventing. So they're starting out with just fixing things that exist, and then eventually fixing things to make them work, and then eventually going to the point where they're better and better about actually creating things and inventing their own stuff. That's kind of the direction I was going to go with them.
So your talents make sense. They're kind of intuitive to what they are. I have things like vicious creep, and I'm like, what does that do?
That does sound terrible.
I think it's like you creep along viciously, maybe.
I don't, look, I don't even know what that is, but now I need to look that up.
All right, vicious creep, if it's in alphabetical order, would be there.
When
but-
you manipulate someone and give him doubt, he suffers 1 extra point of doubt.
Oh, damn.
All right,
That's
all right.
really good.
Oh, okay. Wait. It's got them each in their own little
Yeah, because
thingamadoo.
the special talents are
Yeah.
according to each archetype, and then there's the general talents.
Gotcha.
Juicy info. I have to team up with the GM to do that, so I don't know if that's going to work.
We'll
That could be fun.
dude, it could be fun. It
could be,
could be
actually, yeah.
it could be interesting. Yeah. I mean, you pick what you want, and we'll go from there. Here's the thing.
I'm going.
Here's the thing. Mutant Year Zero, much like the way Twilight 2000 is very fucking sandboxy, right? Like, it's supposed to be you guys kind of like lead the way. I picked normally we're all supposed to sit down and pick a location where we're going to do it. I didn't do that for this one, just because I wanted to be able to make a map and have it ready for when we started.
For
So-
now.
For now.
Yeah.
So I kind of decided that ahead of time. But other than that, like, whatever you guys want to do, like, it's going to be on y'all. So,
Kyle.
You see my hand shaking a bit. I noticed that Wheeler Dealer is about getting twice as much loot. So I'm gonna
Right?
obviously yeah. So I apologize. That we're going to go with that one.
I was going to say, I don't know why Wheeler Dealer isn't like the first on your list. Like that right there. It's like, no, let me get twice as much of the commodity.
It
whatever
might
is.
as well be called Double Goblin.
It is now. That's also your nickname again.
Double
It
goblin.
was in high school. I've gotten older, guys.
I think I'm going to get Jiffed
Yeah,
again.
I can actually gobble 3 times as much now.
When I was a child. No. So would that be proficient or general?
Proficient.
Wait, what?
That's,
Yeah.
It's proof because anything, the ones that everyone can learn would be general. These
Okay,
are
that's
only
what I
your,
thought. But the
these
one
are only your
specific
skill
to
that can
my
do it.
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about according to the character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put in a
That's
type.
that's a roll 20 thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to put in. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's just keeping track of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's letting you know which one it is.
All right. So Jeremy's gone. Kyle's gone. Brian, have you picked a talent?
I did.
Okay. What talent are you going with for your chronicler?
I went with the obvious choice for me.
The
And that
bone
is-
saw?
No, agitator.
All right. So agitator, you get a +2 modification when you inspire someone to fight or shoot. So yeah.
Brian can be pretty agitating. So
That's
yeah,
exactly
that makes
right.
sense. That tracks. This all tracks.
Brian's
you would
playing the
shoot
Mutant Year
that-
Zero Bard.
Yeah, you would shoot that person already if you weren't a bitch. Now do it with a +2.
It made you so mad, you got a +2.
Fine, I'll show you. Bap. All right, Chris, as far as the dog handler, you got Bloodhound, you got Fight Dog, and Mutant's Best Friend.
Yeah, we know I'm going to go with Mutant's Best Friend.
Obviously, yeah, that was kind of the one I thought you were going to go with.
But it is a little bit interesting where I think that my dog is going to have its own stats, which it does.
It does, yeah. I think it
It's
does.
got a strength 4, agility 6, right? And you can use these skills, but I'm wondering where I put that. Is that like the NPC monster section?
Yeah, put it in the NPC section.
And then what does it have for? I guess it doesn't have the other skills, right?
No. It just has stats. It doesn't get skills. So
Sorry, I mean it doesn't have the other stats like wits and empathy. Those are just going to be zeros.
ones, I guess.
Or one,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have dog stats somewhere, but we'll worry about that later. If I gotta modify it, I'll modify it.
Okay.
But yeah, somewhere that I don't feel like looking right now, there are just dog stats.
Presumably be minimum 1 or it's dead.
Yeah, I mean I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense, right? So the 3. Gosh,
I would just make sure they're not messing up your normal sheet ones. You know what I mean?
If-
Like,
If you put it in the NPC monster sheet on Roll20, it shouldn't mess up all of your other stuff because you could just add it as like a monster feature below.
hold on, let me look.
it did, though.
It did what? It changed your other ones?
Yeah, because I said 5 and 3 across the board, right?
Yeah. It did. It changed them on his main sheet. Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah. Tell you what, Chris,
we'll figure
later
that
on, I will make an NPC sheet for the dog
What?
that you can use specifically.
Side note about the dog. Did you pick a name for the dog yet?
This dog before it dies.
Yeah, this dog
Titus.
before it dies. What is it? I'm sorry.
Titus.
Titus?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that.
Might I
'cause
recommend Sirius?
No.
Ampersand. No.
Okay.
I like Titus because then when the dog dies, we can go, we're going to need another Titus. And just keep adding numbers behind it, whatever its name is. Titus
Okay.
1, Titus 2. See, that has a ring to it.
And so on the talent, the mutant's best friend, it says your dog can get you out of any trouble. It can help you endure and move. Use your sick a dog skill level instead of these skills, and the dog's attribute scores, strength and agility, respectively. You can push the rolls, any trauma that is suffered by your dog instead of you, but you don't get any mutation points. If the dog dies, you keep the talent for your next hound.
That's actually really good.
So, Chris, you were just basing what the dog stats are based off of what you saw when you looked at the other sheet, right? Or
Yeah,
what-
it should be.
Did it say anywhere what it was, or did you just?
It says it has strength of 4, agility 6.
Okay. And it didn't say anything about the other stats.
Nope. We can.
All right, then they should be 1. I mean, like Jeremy said, minimum. So,
I think that was under the.
all right. Well, if it says it's there, I'll believe you. I don't think you're lying. So,
Quit cheating, Chris.
I'm not.
Yeah, that makes one of us, Adam. No. I've been
yeah.
thinking he's lying to us for 3 years now.
it'll be 1 and anything else. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we can
I
look
made
at
a
it
sheet
later.
for you, so it's fine.
Okay,
If it's
thank you.
1 and the other 2, then I'm cool with that. All righty. So we've done the talents now.
Do you mind if I read it to you real quick?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
It says, so your dog's worth more to you than a mutant, blah, blah, blah. Stats. The skill works a little differently. The sick a dog skill works a little differently. Skill level 1 means you have a dog that follows your every lead. The dog has strength 4 and agility 6. You can use the dog in different ways. So it automatically has a 1. As you put more points into it, that helps the ability, but you use the dog strength 4, agility 6 for its deal.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I like how Chris is playing a ranger. Essentially, that's what we got.
Yeah.
For the D&D people out there.
Pretty
You
much.
mean he's playing a sniper again?
Basically.
Oh, come on.
Well, your agility is 5. If you're 4 or 5.
5.
Okay, your agility is 5. If you're not our ranged person, that's stupid. Like, like your dog goes in, does the thing, and you do ranged. Like,
Yeah, that's just using your dog at range. Like that's your weapon. Like that's your sniper rifle. It's like instead of a 50 cal, you got a dog that just like takes
send-
2 actions to run in, another 2 actions to run in, another 1 action, and then
but
it can
that-
attack once it gets there.
and then you shoot guns from there.
That
3
was
rounds
not
later.
the intent of the character.
Boop, boop, boop.
Guys, we've officially made it. We've got bots in the chat.
I know. I saw that. Yay, bots. So
We got a bot? What?
yeah, it just jumped in the chat and was like, "Hey, blah 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 blah." So yeah,
It's just if he's he's gonna stay, it's fine.
should I block it? There we go. I blocked it. It's gone.
Oops, something went wrong.
That's fine. All right. Yeah, we got a few people. I'm not sure how many. I guess one of the 6 people is a bot, so that's okay.
And by the way, who says I want my dog to attack? Maybe I don't want him to get hurt.
Oh my god. I shoot him.
That's literally the
I
whole
open
reason
fire.
for having unlimited dogs. It's so
I
that the
open
dogs
fire.
get done.
But we just have our specialty talent. Nothing
Chris
general.
doesn't send them into battle. He
No,
just shoots
no.
them on his
No,
own
not
when they
yet.
get sick.
He got too much rot. He shoots
That's a
them.
throwback.
All right. So, now we've done the talents, or the talent that you get to pick. Let's go to the next thing, which is mutations. So this is what we're going to roll for. This is one of those times we get to roll for a thing. So yeah. All right. So what we do is it's a D6 table. So it's roll a D6 and then another D6. So we need to know which one's the tens digit and which one's the ones digit of the 6s. So preferably roll 1 and then the next one so that we know which one's which.
Or 2
Right.
different colored dice.
Or 2 different colored dice, some way of indicating the first one and the second one. Which one's first, which one's second, Kyle?
I will go with green as the first digit.
Okay.
That would be a 5, and the second digit. It's a 2. 52.
All right, re-roll it. That's what it says. It says 52 is a re-roll. 52 to 56 is a re-roll.
It does say reroll.
I know, I know.
40. 42.
42 Rot Eater.
Oh, that's a good one.
That actually is a pretty cool one. Brian, or whoever wants to go next. Whoever wants to roll next on their mutation.
Oh, you said me. I'm going next.
I did.
Green is 10s, black is 1s, 24.
24 Insectoid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, by the way, if anybody rolls the same as somebody else, it's a roll again. So these are each, once that mutation is used, no one else can get it. So, womp womp. So Rot Eater is used. Insectoid is used.
Yep.
All right. Chris or Jeremiah, whichever one you want to go next.
You ready, Chris?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
All right. Yellow is 10s and greens is 1s. 43.
43 Sonar.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's very fitting.
Perfect.
By the way, I think there are expansions out there that people made with more mutations. We might end up using those at some point. I'll reach out to the person that made them and be like, "Hey, is it cool if we use your mutations? Is this cool if we use it for our show? Thank you."
Or our
you
Patreon.
not say it like
Give us
that?
weird mutations.
That's actually not a bad idea, Kyle. That's going on a Patreon one. There you go. Yeah. Add in a mutation. Chris.
For you insufferable Steelers fans, I'm going to roll the black and yellow. Black
Here
will be
we
the
go.
black
The
will be the
tens
tens.
digit. Yep.
That's
By the way,
that's
it's
for you.
I believe it's gold. It's
Yeah, but the song black and yellow.
nah, no. I'm just, yeah.
15.
Flame Breather.
Oh, dope.
So what this
be
means, Chris,
kissing that
is
dog.
you could set the dog on fire with your breath and then charge it at something, and then just get another dog.
Sounds like me after a rough weekend when I was drinking.
That's like Samson, right? Wasn't that the flaming fox
Oh, with the
tails
foxes,
or
the
something?
fox
Yeah,
tails?
yeah. Oh, nice.
Set those fields on fire.
There you go. All right, so Rot Eater, Insectoid, Sonar, and Flame Breather. All right, so we've got the mutations out of the way. Kyle, did you get a chance
Yes,
to
sir.
look up what Rot Eater is yet?
Rot Eater, you are totally insensitive to the effects of the rot. You take rot points normally, but you can A, spend 1 MP to eliminate 1 point of trauma from the rot. Or you can spend 1 MP to use one of your rot points to recover 1 point of any attribute. You can't use permanent rot, though. Or you can emit concentrated rot at an enemy at arm's length, inflicting 1 point of damage for every MP you spend. Each point also requires 1 point of rot, which is consumed in the attack. You cannot use permanent rot.
By the way, for translation for anyone, rot is radiation. That's basically what rot is. So, yeah.
It's rads. Temporary
Yay!
rads, permanent rads.
What is MP?
Mutant points.
MP are mutant points. At the beginning of every session, you start off with 1 mutant point per mutation that you have, right? And since everyone only has 1 mutation right now, that will be 1 mutant point you'll start with. Now, so the number of mutant, you can also get more mutation points through the course of play, right? Like, and that's from pushing rolls, you get another mutant point. But when you get a mutant point, you also would reduce. So like if you push a roll for agility, for example, your agility is essentially going to take damage. So it'll bring that down 1 point. It'll be a negative on your agility roll if you get a mutation point from pushing a roll. I'm not describing it real well, but we'll kind of go through that. So if you push a roll and roll a 1 on the attribute die, it will the way that you took damage before in Twilight 2000, you'll take that, but to that specific attribute that's associated with that skill, essentially. But that also gives you a mutant point. Yeah. So that's how you get more mutant points, is by pushing rolls. Bad thing happens, but you also get more mutant points to spend on shit to make those things more powerful.
Is that temporary or permanent on the damaging your attributes?
That is temporary at that point, unless when you use a mutation, every time you use a mutation, you have to roll a number of d6s for every mutant point. And if you roll a 1 on any of those, then you have a mishap. And then you roll another d6. And if you roll a 1 again, then that's a permanent trauma. And it permanently drops your attribute down by 1 point, but then you get another mutation.
Yeah.
Like a whole new mutation. So it's like one of those balances of you'll get a new mutation, but 1 attribute goes down.
Yeah.
And you get to pick I guess at that point you don't get to pick. It's whatever one was associated with the skill. So, womp womp.
Or do you roll for new mutation? You roll for a new mutation, don't you?
Yeah, you roll for the new mutation, but I guess that didn't.
The
It has
skill
nothing
that
to do with.
was damaged goes down.
Yeah, but that's not associated with the mutant power that you're using. So
I
that's
think you
irrelevant.
just pick one.
That's what I'm saying. I think you pick which attribute you want to lower,
Yeah.
or roll for it. I guess whatever you want to do. So
We haven't
we'll
read
worry-
that many rules.
We'll cross that bridge. I actually did read that. I'm just explaining it poorly. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. I read it 3 years ago.
Yeah, it'll be more of one of those. When it happens, we'll be like, okay, now this, now this, now this, boom.
Yeah.
So, but it's one of those bad thing, good thing, bad thing, good thing. Kind of go.
And then 2 episodes later, we'll retcon it and go, "Oh, we did that wrong, and it's actually this."
No, it's actually it's pretty straightforward.
When it happens, we'll stop the whole thing, read the section in the book, and then
Right.
edit the fuck out of it so it actually is not boring.
Yeah, because when you use a mutation, it's always going to work, right? So the mutation always works. So it might have some also bad effect on you when it happens, basically, and that's that if you roll a 1 on one of those dice for the mutant points. So Yeah, we'll worry about that later. But yeah, I like the being able to have more mutant points from eating shit. That's pretty cool. So yeah, when you activate a mutation, no one can stop you, and you never risk failure. Most mutations have several effects. You must choose which one of them you want to use. To activate your mutation, you need at least one mutant point, and more if you want to increase the effect. Hold on, next thing. That you can't fail when you use mutation doesn't mean it doesn't. It's without risk. You roll one basic die for each mutation point you use to activate the mutation. If you roll a 1 on the mutation misfires, it has its desired effect, but something else happens too, and then you roll another base die on top of that. So like there's a chart there, and this is on page 69, and that's why I said if you roll a 1 again, your mutation runs amok, and you suffer 1 point of permanent trauma, which is reduces one of your attributes. You must choose which attribute is affected at the same time you develop a new mutation. But it also could be you roll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and something else happens too. So other than that, like that doesn't happen and something else happens. So you basically have to roll a 1 and then another 1, like consecutively. So really, this is probably only going to happen to Chris. So. It's mostly irrelevant to everybody else.
So it's empathy.
All right. Now, since we've done the basics of mutations, you can start the game with a second mutation if you want. But you would reduce one of your attributes by 1 point at this point. But you can get a second mutation if you choose.
But that's
Does
still
anyone
totally rando.
Random. Though,
It's
right?
still totally random. You
Wait,
will.
can we get the description of the other people's mutations?
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Insectoid.
Insectoid is your body has inherited traits from the insect world. You can use your hardened skin to reduce damage taken from external attacks. Every MP spent reduces the damage taken by 1.
Oh, wow.
I can also use it to climb a completely vertical surface for a few minutes at the cost of 1 MP and quickly heal light wounds. Every MP spent heals 1 point of damage. Even if you are broken, the mutation can heal critical injuries.
That's awesome.
The mutation can't heal critical injuries.
Oh, no, the mutation cannot heal. You're right. It did say can't.
You're a cockroach.
I was reading too fast.
Totally changes the meaning of it.
Yeah.
Brian drinks a lot during these things.
You
By
didn't
the
have
way-
to say during these things. Just
So for anyone else out there that has listened to our 2 Past Midnight one where we did Twilight 2000, what I consider a session is slightly longer than normal. It's like a X number of episodes, and even then it was kind of more like wee when we were doing Twilight 2000. It's like, this feels about right. Right about now we'll do XP.
I mean, what, 3 years we had 6 XP?
There were more than that. Shut up, Brian. So my plan is at like every 8 episodes is when we're going to do XP. So it's going to be more of like a set amount of time. So that's more than one session, but
Yeah.
I feel like we play
that's at least
slow
once a month
anyway.
at that point. It's what it
I
sounds
know.
like.
we play pretty slow, so yeah, we do
Yeah.
a lot of role play, so that makes sense.
Yeah, you guys will end up with a lot of like, hey, we're here.
We're gonna spend
XPs,
2 hours
so.
talking about like gear and
While I do
selling
this.
shit. Yeah. That's guaranteed. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
to kill an attribute for an additional mutation.
Oh,
All right.
What's your-
Let's finish.
first-
Let's finish describing everybody else's shit first.
Oh, sorry, that's right. We're going through descriptions.
Flame breather, Chris. Would you like to describe flame breather?
You can spew out flammable gases and ignite them on the way through your gullet to create a deadly cascade of fire. You can A, set fire to a flammable object, costs 1 MP. Spew fire at an enemy up to near range. You inflict damage equal to the number of MP you spend.
oh shit.
Breathe fire at a number of enemies equal to MP spent. Each one takes 1 point of damage.
Does
Dude,
anything
being able to breathe it out to near range is fucking awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Like you basically have a built-in reach weapon. Like that's awesome.
does it say anything about setting your dog on fire?
Dogs.
and having it
I
run away.
would. The GM would say a dog is flammable. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially if you cover him in like oil. and grease and like Vaseline. And
Which
I
is
mean,
what
they-
Chris does
basically
with
what I'm
dogs
describing
anyway.
as a napalm dog.
I mean, they have hair, so I would assume they're flammable.
Oh shit.
Please stop greasing up your dog.
Dog on
Weird.
fire.
Don't do that. Yeah, just don't do that.
All right,
Molotov
Jeremiah,
dog
sonar. Sonar, Jeremiah.
Sonar. By emitting a high frequency sound and listening to its echoes, you can sense your surroundings and effectively see in total darkness for a few minutes, cost 1 MP. Stun enemies at up to short range. A number of victims equal to MP spent suffer 1 point of fatigue each. Or disrupt an enemy at up to short range who is shooting. Every MP you spend eliminates 1 success they roll. That's awesome.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, fatigue is the one that's specifically agility, right? Isn't that the one that's fatigue?
It
It's got it in the traumas section of the book.
I
Conflict and trauma.
don't know.
Yeah, because each fatigue is a kind of damage, and I think it's the one to agility. Trauma, fatigue as physical exhaustion, sweating, and panting decrease your agility. Yeah. So damage affects your strength, fatigue affects agility, confusion affects your wits, and doubt affects your empathy.
That explains why it messes
Whenever
up
those come up-
their ability to shoot. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Kyle, you said you wanted to go for a second one, right?
I'm
You want to
going
decrease
kill one of my wits. My wits is going to 3
Uh-huh.
at the cost of an additional mutation. Because in all reality,
All right.
my character is supposed to be kind of worthless. So, just FYI.
All right.
He's kind of a dirtbag,
Roll
which just
me-
means he's going to stick around forever.
Green is the first digit,
D66.
a 5,
Uh-huh.
and the second digit is a 6, which I believe is a reroll.
Reroll. Yeah, reroll.
Rerolling the first digit, which is a 2, second a 3, Michael Jordan.
Human plant.
What? Your body has inherited traits from the plant world. You can A, get nourishment from sunlight. You can spend 1 MP instead of eating 1 ration of grub, but it only
This
works
works
outdoors.
with Rot Eater. Those two go together so well.
Yeah.
Your body
Oh,
is
yeah.
covered in sharp thorns that you can use in close combat, inflicting 1 point
Uh-huh.
of damage for every 1 point I spend. Use your bark-like skin to absorb damage from external attacks. Every MP spent reduces your damage by 1.
This also explains why he gets like double the stuff whenever he's making a deal, because he's also throwing in his food because he doesn't need it.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Kyle, I 100% approve of spending of getting the extra mutation. I think it's fun. I like that.
I will now kill another. No, just kidding.
No, you can only do
you
it
only
twice.
do
You only get one. Yeah, you only get one extra one.
You get a maximum of 4 mutations
Yeah, yeah,
Throughout.
for like the whole game.
yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
What?
Unless the Patreons decide. No.
Depends on how long we go. I might be like, fuck that rule. We'll get going.
That's a lot of attributes that are just getting
Cash
ticked
in.
We've been
away.
playing
6
for
coins.
3 years, and everybody's
Everyone's a
maxed out.
blob made of plants.
I am Groot.
All
I
right.
am
So
glue.
now that we've done the mutations, I believe the next steps in the little thing, you define your relationships to the PCs and NPCs. We haven't got to any NPCs at this point yet, but as far as the PCs go, the other thing, generally speaking, you guys, as the 4 of you, are supposed to be kind of since there's like ballpark 200 mutants at the Ark, you guys are a group that kind of is around each other a lot, right? Like that's the way the game's intended to be of the mutants. So you two or you 4 know everybody else, but you're kind of the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia group.
So a
at this
clique,
point.
you would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. A little
So I don't hate
click of
Chris yet?
buddies. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. When creating your PC,
I
you
do.
must describe your relationship to all the other PCs. You only need to write one sentence per PC. Your role description gives you pre-made options to pick from. If you prefer, you can ignore these options and create your own relationships. But you do, when you've noted your relationships to the other PCs, you must choose which one of them you feel closest to. That PC is your buddy. Mark your choice in the checkbox on the character sheet. So, Jeremy, what are you thinking? Or do you want me to move on to somebody else?
No. I don't. I'm not ready for the buddy part of it. But I am curious, who has the highest wits? Brian, what's your wits?
3.
Chris, what's your wits?
3.
Kyle, what's your wits?
Now
3. Everybody's
That
3?
explains why you like the three of them. Okay, so there we go. It's like, they're not the dum-dums of the group.
they're moderately.
Yeah,
they're moderately.
Just like in real life.
Jeremy's like, they're not completely stupid. Just more stupid than me.
Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to go off of the relationship to the other PCs that the Gearhead has. So for Kyle's character, Kyle, what's your character's name again?
I am Yorick.
Yorick is out for my gear, so I keep all my gear close. Because I don't trust him. He's going to steal my shit and sell it off to somebody else. Chris, wait, your character's name is Chris, right? That's right? Right?
Incorrect.
Gasper.
But it's Gasper. Gasper, that's right. All right. Gasper makes me nervous, and I don't really like the way he looks at me, especially his dog. Like, I'm not real keen on, like, biological stuff. It's gross.
Okay, that's funny because one of mine will relate to that, so we'll do that later.
Perfect. Brian, what's your Abazaba?
Abazaba.
Abazaba is awesome, and I'm going to keep him close.
So I'm assuming buddy then at that point.
Sure, why not?
Zaba's your
Yeah,
buddy.
that
I mean,
seems right.
based off of those descriptions, that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
That seems like all right.
Abazaba is my buddy.
All right. Who wants to go next? Kyle.
Jeremiah, what's your character's name again?
Demeter.
Demeter.
D-A.
Meter.
Apostrophe. Meter. Like the unit of measure. That's it.
I hate Demeter. He never delivers on what he promises.
How dare you?
And also, what's your character's name, Chris?
Gasper.
And also, Gasper bothers me because he never washes his dog.
That's the person you hate is a whole other thing because inside the game mechanics you have an NPC nemesis.
Yeah.
So these are just things that bother me then.
Kyle, what's your character's name again?
I am Yorick.
Yorick, that's right. Yorick.
Did you decide what you think of Abazaba yet?
I have not decided what I think of Abazaba yet. So am I okay to not have a buddy yet? Or should I have
Yeah,
a
that's
buddy
fine. That's fine. You can wait for that for later. Chris? Brian? One of you two?
So one of the suggested ones is disliked by your dog and therefore by you as well.
You're going to put that on. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yup, that totally makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Right when you said it, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that
That's Demeter.
I don't really like the dog.
It's probably the sonar, honestly. That's probably why the dog doesn't like you.
It's like the constant like beep, beep.
Yeah.
dog shaking its head. Like, what the fuck?
You're basically a walking dog whistle for it.
This all tracks. This all tracks. All right.
Oh, man.
What are my other options are? X thinks he's all that, comma, idiot. That might be Kyle because his guy's the fixer, right? And then the other one is clearly dislikes you and your dog. I'm like, well, that's Demeter too.
Clearly, yeah.
Do you know which PC you want to pick for your buddy yet, or?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, well, you can decide later. Then that's
Yeah.
fine. Well, yeah.
We know
can
who it's
figure-
not.
Yeah. Brian. I mean, it might actually be your buddy. Like, you can have that, like,
Screw you, good friend.
nemesis buddy kind of thing happening. Like
That's called a frenemy.
yeah.
That's what the kids call them these days, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is it an op?
But you know what? I actually would think that Uric would be the buddy. Now that I think about it, because I think my dog's gonna like him because he's the one that scrounges and gets him shit. So he'll give him food.
okay.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't need the food, so he probably gives it to
Exactly.
the dog.
So the dog's like, I like him, and therefore
And I honestly think
I like
honestly,
him. He
think you
smells
would
like
be-
a tree. I pee on him regularly.
I honestly think you would probably be my buddy because you're also twice the protection of a normal person. So
Oh,
would
there
be
you
the
go.
person to
there you go.
gravitate
Yeah,
towards the
yeah.
most.
He's got a dog shield. Brian. It's like a human shield, but made out of dog. Brian.
Yeah.
What's your character's name again, Brian?
Ab or Abazaba.
So
It's a
I'm just gonna put you in
palindrome.
as Abba.
ABAZABA.
Nope, he's a dancing queen from now on. ABBA.
Hey, Abazaba is your only friend.
Abba Zaba is my only friend.
Any relation to Z5 Bibblebrox?
Is there a hypnosis mutation? Because it seems like Abazaba needs that one.
There is.
Abazaba is your only friend. Abazaba is my only friend.
We got to fudge these numbers somehow. Somebody fudge these dice.
These are rookie numbers.
No. Brian.
Okay, Abazaba, because he worked so closely with the Elder, he kind of knew these guys in a more of a how they interacted with the Elder. So, Gasper, he likes Gasper because Gasper has a dog. He likes the dog, not Gasper so much, but the dog itself. he enjoys the fact that Gasper has a dog.
When that dog dies, will he also like the other dog?
He probably will.
It'd be really funny if he was like dog blind and was just like, this is the same dog, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Looks the same to me.
But because he is the chronicler, he doesn't like Yorick because Yorick is not truthful. He is looking for facts, and Yorick is not concerned with what the actual truth of the matter is and what the facts are.
I literally put under your character won't shut up and won't stop talking. So that makes sense.
It's like, shh.
And then his buddy is Demeter because Demeter is only concerned about facts and exact measurements and how things actually are supposed to work. So the intellect of Demeter stimulates Abazaba.
Ooh.
All right. I like it.
Who are you stimulating?
Abazaba.
Intellect.
The dog. All right. So, did anybody not pick a buddy, or still thinking about it? Was it Chris that was still, or
I think
Kyle?
everyone kind
Or...
of landed at the end there.
No,
I went ahead.
did.
I went
picked-
ahead and threw Gasper on.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
picked
okay.
Kyle, so we're buddy.
Okay.
This is bizarrely parallel.
To how we started Twilight 2000? Yeah, it was the exact same.
Yeah.
Buddy.
yeah,
No,
same
it was
setup.
Murph and Emmett.
It was not.
No,
was Cole.
It was
No,
Murph and
it was
Cole.
Cole.
You were in the
You're
same
right.
cell, and
Yeah.
it was Emmett and Jacob.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
No, nobody was Jacob's friend.
Yes,
Nobody
Emmett
liked
was.
Emmett was.
Emmett
Like,
was.
Dude, like
And I
everybody's.
was totally heartbroken.
All right, moving
when
on.
he left.
Before Kyle kills Jeremy's new character.
He's still mad. It's like 3 years after the fact. Still mad.
man. All right. So finally, you choose your big dream. Big dream is what you want more than anything in the world. As in the case of relationships, your role description provides you with pre-made options to choose from. You can use them if you want. that would be a good place to start with, and because big dreams can change. But if you guys don't want to have to try to think of what your big dream is, it's a good one to just kind
I
of go
liked
with one of
mine.
the ones they have.
I like the one they had for me.
Does it translate like Twilight 2000, where you get bonuses for trying to achieve your big? Or
Yeah, I think
can-
yeah, I'm fairly certain you do.
We can convince the
sounds
GM
right.
to give us bonuses if we're clever.
I'm fairly certain that you get a bonus for if you're doing something that goes along with your big dream. So, or at least XP or something. I'll dive into that later. After every game session, when XP has been distributed, you may change any of these freely. You're not allowed to make changes during the session, only after. So it'll be right after we do XP. That's when you can change your big dream or your relationships with each other. So anyone have an idea what they want to use for their big dream? Kyle, looks like you do.
To one day be the boss and run the entire gang.
Oh,
Nice. Somebody else have one?
I like it, but it's very generic and probably will not get me extra XP. But it's to leave the Ark with your dog and find a better life elsewhere.
Oh,
wait. So you're leaving the arc, dude? Just go. Like, so you're building a character that doesn't want to do the arc. Like the whole story arc. Fuck this thing. I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out of here.
Yeah, but
wanna
you gotta
do
get to
this.
the point where he can leave.
That
You're
that
still
is
just
true.
building Chris again.
This character, Gasper, Chris Gasper.
Sorry, weird ADHD tangent. Are we all going to be about the same age as far
Yes.
as age is concerned?
Yes. Yeah.
Is
You're
there
all
is there an age range for that?
Is it even on the sheet?
It's
Yes,
on the
It
sheet,
does ask for age.
but it doesn't. Don't.
Are we like
forget it.
16?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. No.
Young
no, you're-
young adult.
Yeah, you're young.
It's an
adults.
amorphic.
Yeah, I hit.
Yeah.
I slid in at 22, but I don't know.
I'll go 23 since I rolled a 23 just a moment
All
ago.
right. Jeremy, have you kind of decided on a big dream?
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of big dreams here. One of them is really close. The first one is to build something that will change the people's lives forever, which is kind of close to the one I had in mind. But really, what they want to do is they want to have the best workshop with all the tools that they could possibly need to do anything. They just want to create a machine shop and foundry where they can build whatever the fuck they want. Which indirectly benefits everyone else.
Right. All right. So that's pretty much brings us to the end of the
skipped Brian.
normal. Oh, Brian. Sorry.
Abba wants to become the elder. He wants to. Abba wants to get assistance urinating.
Can you do me a favor, Brian, and talk in the third person for this entire thing?
But as Abba talking about Brian, that's what we want.
Please, Abba. Please, Abba.
Abba had to assist the elder in peeing, and now Abba wants to be the elder and get assistance peeing.
Oh, good lord. Oh, man.
Oh man. All right. So Kyle
Starting
dropped
gear?
out on his own, but we're going to keep going.
His
Yeah.
internet
So
probably died.
starting gear.
Oh no, I kicked him
Chronicler.
for talking smack. No,
I don't think you have the authority to do that.
you didn't think I did
I don't
until
think
I
you do.
did it.
I don't think you do.
Prove me wrong. Oh, he's back.
Just did. Starting gear. I'm on the Chronicler one right now. So, Brian, you start the game with D6 bullets, D6 rations, and of grub, and D6 water rations.
Okay,
2d6.
so 3d6.
2d6.
No, Brian, everybody's is different. Brian.
Oh, that's right, it is. I'm looking
for
at it
character.
individual.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
No, I'm just,
No
do they add up
joke.
to 10?
No joke.
No.
I just rolled all threes.
Okay. So 3 bullets, 3 rations and of grub, and 3 rations of water. That is what you have. So you can spend bullets to buy things. You get no weapons for free, but you can buy gear with your bullets. So if you want to peruse through the gear list at some point, be my guest. Chris, you as the dog handler, if you're on your
Yep,
thing
I
already,
am. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do the D6s for D6 bullets, D6 rations, D6 rations
Yours
of
is
water.
1d6 of each. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
3, 2, 2. So 3 bullets, 2 food, 2 water.
All right.
And then I get to choose a starting weapon.
You do get to choose a starting weapon. You get a bicycle chain, a scrap knife, a slingshot, a scrap rifle. You can buy extra gear with your bullets. You get to choose one of those. Not all. You don't get all.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, meta, I would want to take the rifle or the slingshot. But I think I want to play it into the dog. So either scrap knife or slingshot. Because the scrap knife, if he goes and like kills rats and shit, then I could clean them. Or the slingshot to help kill rats and stuff for him.
Or to
Let's-
throw balls for him to fetch.
Oh, yeah, well, let's go with the slingshot.
All right. I like that even like fetch. Jeremiah, have you?
I was jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah, I knew you were. You already did.
So, so the gearhead starts the game with double check, make sure I'm on the right thing. Yeah, okay. 2d6 bullets. So I rolled 6 so I've got 6 bullets. D6 rations of grub and D6 rations of water. I've got 6 grub, 3 water. But the gearhead also gets a roll for 1 artifact and starts the game with the artifact.
Let's do that in a second though. Before we go that far, let's do Kyle's
Okay.
roll.
But I also get to choose one of the starting brass knuckles, bicycle chain, or scrap pistol, and I can buy extra gear with bullets. I'm going to go with scrap pistol because that is kind of right up their alley.
I'm cool with that.
And that's
Kyle.
where they store it at.
I have
2d6
2d6
bullets.
for bullets. I rolled a 1 and a 4. So that's 5. I have 2d6 for rations. Rations of grub. A 4 and a 5.
9. Yep. That's why the
And
dog
then
likes you, because you have all this food and don't need any of it. Yep.
1d6 of water. A 3.
He smells like bacon.
All right. You also get a starting weapon. You can pick a scrap knife, brass knuckles, or a scrap derringer.
I will pick the derringer.
Okay. All right. Jeremy, artifacts.
Yeah.
Don't go scrolling back there because you don't need to look at all of them. So this is a D66 table.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I need 3 different colors.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 213.
213 is a cassette player.
Fuck yes.
Guardians
Fuck
of
yes.
the Galaxy.
Fuck yes. No, there was already part of my brain, like today, I was like, man, it'd be really cool if they got to like listen to music. And honestly, okay, here's what it is, right? It's a band that we don't know of yet because I haven't picked them yet. But it's just
Mother Ghost.
Sure, Mother Ghost. But the tape has been so corrupted that there's so much static and noise to it that it just like creates this like hissing noise, and they wear it while they're working because it calms them down.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot for a multitude of reasons, by the way. Speaking of which, I don't have the actual song yet. Thomas is currently working on the new theme song for this show. And literally, when he was like, what kind of sound were you thinking of? I was like, I'm thinking like this old deteriorated audio tape, right? That's like, I just described to Thomas exactly what Jeremiah just said.
But it's like, it's more noise.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be other stuff too.
Sure,
But like,
sure.
I was like, that should be like a component in it, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
That would be
book.
cool.
There's a little, in parentheses, it says metaplot? I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Get out of the GM section.
Is that the GM section?
Yeah, it is the G. If you scroll up like a couple more inches, it says Game Master section. That's why I said don't go to the table.
Oh, okay. I didn't read
Right,
anymore.
but if you're 3 inches away, I mean,
It might as well be in. Yeah, that's my point. He was in the GM section. All right, I
Just
think.
slid into your GMs? Is that it?
yeah, right into my GMs. All right, so you guys have chosen your gear. If anyone's going to buy anything, those extra bullets you can use to buy more gear if you want to.
is there
if you
is
have
there a
enough.
place that has the price of things? Because like I see ranged weapons as a list, but no price tags on said list.
Does it say like hunting rifle?
No, I mean it says scrap
Okay.
rifle. It says +1, damage 2, long, jury rigged. It doesn't say price
don't know.
of anything.
Yeah, probably not yet. Then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm. I didn't want to start hunting in places I'm not supposed to be looking.
That stuff's not going to be in the GM section, so we don't have
right.
to worry about that. But I don't think so.
Okay, because I have 3 bullets and no weapon, so you let me know.
You got a weapon. Fists, man. You got fists. Those are weapons.
Yeah, with my strength of 2.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that when you built your character.
No, I did think about that. I built my character exactly as my character is.
All right. So the next thing is we would create our arc, right? And that's actually like, the place where you guys are living, all that kind of stuff. Now, what we haven't officially done yet was show a map of where we're at to everybody else. So, Jeremy, what's up?
Did we did the PCs, but we didn't do the NPCs?
I'm gonna worry about that with the arc. Like
Okay.
once we get
Okay,
to
okay,
the arc,
okay.
because actually, what I kind of did was I wrote a list of like just the general roles, so that you guys could be like, this guy named this, you know what I mean, and then we can
Gotcha.
like fill those in and.
Sorry,
We'll worry
I'm
about
jumping
that on the arc sheet. That's okay. You can add them to the arc sheets, and we'll go from there later on. But to kind of flush them out. But I was like, we got an enforcer, a grunt, another stalker, whatever F was. Which one was? Fixer, another dog handler, another chronicler, a boss. I was just gonna like each one of the roles. Let's add in another one of each of them just for
Okay.
shits and giggles in the background, and kind of go from there. But we'll worry about that as we're doing the arc. So, anyway, back to what I was originally saying. The map of where we are. What I decided to do, Jeremy, can you zoom out a little bit?
Yep.
This is the map I've made, which is a real basic map of the Chicagoland area. So this is going to be generally where you guys are. You guys actually get to select, first of all, where you're at in the on the map. They do have types of arcs, like recommended ones like airplane wreck, a bridge, a farm, gated community, junkyard, mall, oil rig, prison, scrap village, shelter, shipwreck, skyscraper, small island, subway station, or trailer park. Where exactly you guys want to be on the map is kind of up to you. It recommends not being directly dead center, but also not all the way on an edge somewhere. So it recommends somewhere near a major river or a lake, some kind of shoreline, so that you can get to water, basically. And but anyway, wherever you guys want to go. If you notice, I marked where O'Hare and Midway are because I
was
figured
about to
those would
say,
be
O'Hare would
notable.
be amazing.
Chicago.
Those would be notable locations, and you could totally pick one of those if you want to, either O'Hare or Midway.
Yeah, I totally
the
vote
southern
O'Hare.
one. Which one's the? I don't know enough about
The one to the
Chicago.
northwest
Southern-
is O'Hare.
Midway.
The one to the southwest is Midway.
Well, Southwest is closest to a body of water.
Yes.
It's right by the river, effectively.
Yeah. And those black lines are the L's. That's what those are. Those represent the different L lines. Because I thought that'd be fun.
Outside of airports, just for funsies, we could even pick. We've got Cub Stadium or
Wrigleyville, dude.
Soldier
Yeah.
Field.
Wrigleyville.
yeah,
Soldier Field. Yeah.
yes, like that would be an amazing place to have.
Just not Comiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, come
This is
on,
one of
that's
those
even
times I'm
in
going to
the
agree with
After
Chris
road,
on
we're
the
not going to the
sports
south
thing.
side.
Cubs all the way.
We start doing that, and we're like getting actually close to my own territory.
I did make an addition to the very bottom of the map down here. This was a special request from Jeremy. If you notice this pinkish area, that is going to be a location that you can't start in, but that's like to the southwest around the lake. It turns into like this pink-ish kind of desert, right? Like
Oh,
it's
so
all
Gary.
fucking.
That's Gary,
It's an expansion of the.
because Gary was ahead of the curve on it.
Also, the sand dunes. It's also
the
the sand dunes, like
Yeah.
the sand dunes up there on the northern end of Indiana. And just the whole area got turned into desert, basically. So, anyway, back. Do you guys have a general idea where on the map you want to be? Probably
Based
not
solely
in
upon
the
the
water.
the water part, and we've talked about airports for a hot minute. I would say Midway, just because it's right next to the river. But either or, it's fine with me. I don't.
I'm voting Wrigley, but
That would be
Wrigley
really funny.
Would
honestly.
be like right there. Yeah,
Oh, that's like the heart.
yeah,
I think
don't like
so.
the
I would have to
Cubs, so
double
that's
check, but I'm fairly certain it's like there or there.
I've been so drunk
Oh, wait,
at
am I on the right?
Wrigleyville.
Yeah, it's showing up. I mean, if you guys want to do Wrigley, I would fucking love that. You know, like there will 100% be some goat references though, but you know, because that's amazing. It's up to you guys. It is literally up to you guys. I don't.
I'm only good with Wrigleyville if there's like a Cubby Bear reference.
I mean, there will be Cubs stuff still around because, like, the distance into the future we are, there's like artifacts and remnants of the old world, right? So there would be, you know, Cubs paraphernalia.
Jeremy,
around.
the Cubby Bear is like the
It's-
famous bar outside of Wrigley.
It's fine. I don't care enough. We started talking about sports, and I was long gone. But as long as their welding helmet is actually like a repurposed
Baseball helmet.
Yeah,
yeah, like
helmet.
a like a catcher's mask.
Yeah, with a catcher's mask with like the
little
welding
view
glass
slot.
in the middle. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I like that. All right, so you guys are in Wrigley, basically.
yes.
Sure.
That's the plan. All right. Wrigleyville it is. You guys should all have a zone sheet or an arc sheet, I think, on your character sheets, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll start recording those things, Chronicler.
Yeah, that's chronicler business.
That is Chronicler business. I'll pinpoint exactly where Wrigley is by putting another Google map over it and dropping it where it actually is.
Okay. Wait, where's that go?
Curious, if he adds it
The
to
arc.
the arc section of his character sheet, does it then copy to ours?
No, but I'll resolve that.
I'm just curious.
It's resolved by asking Brian what's
Yeah.
going on there. That's
Yeah.
Brian
Just-
is in general
Just like now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Brian in general fulfills the role of our scribe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, so you're also supposed to have an arc map. The next step is to draw a rough map of the arc. We'll worry about that later.
Clearly, it's a stadium.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to obviously be the stadium. We'll just download a copy of the map of Wrigleyville and go from there.
Everybody go to Ticketmaster.
The only park I like more than Fenway.
Am I the only
All
person
right.
that hates the Cubs here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm mostly indifferent, but
Right. So then you don't hate them. So the answer is still yes.
I guess that's fair. But Kyle, pirates or pirates? Right?
I'm a
Yeah,
Reds fan.
He's a Reds fan.
And every time I go to watch Cubs Reds, there's more Cubs fans than Reds in my stadium, so I hate the Cubs.
No.
All right, and then once we have a map of Wrigley, we'll figure out where like the elder lives specifically in it. I mean, and then kind of go from there.
Clearly, it's a press box.
But maybe.
Or the
I mean,
owners?
wait, it's also pretty far in the future, so Wrigleyville is probably going to look more like the Coliseum by this point. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you know.
Oh, I like that even better now.
Yeah,
Well,
I like that
and
visual.
my guess would be something more like a locker room area, something deeper down in
Yeah,
the bottom,
yeah,
not
yeah.
exposed up top.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
It's like with all the fallout and everything, underground is probably the preferable place to go.
Yeah, yeah. Does everyone start with rot? I can't remember. Or is that just something you get as we go along? We're gonna have to look into that. I don't
I don't
it didn't
remember,
say it
and
anywhere in the character creation that everyone has rot, but like rot
Yeah,
points
I didn't
or
see anything
permanent
like
rot.
the
Yeah, me
starting
either, so.
starting rot.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's pretty brutal, so I imagine we're gonna collect it pretty quick.
Yeah.
It is not brutal.
But the game?
Raw.
Not the rot
No.
isn't for
Yeah,
for
right.
Kyle.
No, I meant
Not for
Year
Kyle.
Zero engine is pretty brutal, so I'm sure there's something in there about your mutant being their goal is to just die. So
All right, so the most influential people in the arc are bosses. They are the focal point for most of the conflicts. You should already have established some bosses when creating your characters, and one of your PCs might even be a boss. This is where we're gonna make those bosses because we didn't do that yet. Anybody have some names for some bosses they want to kind of go with? There are different kinds of bosses. There's like a despot, a commander, an agitator, revolutionary, or a kingpin. Those are like
Jelko.
the bureaucrat, the cultist, the collector, the hard worker.
I think at our list, because of where we're located, there should be a pitcher and a catcher.
That's none of the options. Yeah,
Man.
no,
Should they all be
sorry.
named after Cubs players?
No.
I'm gonna go-
Sandberg, Grace.
no.
I'm gonna go with Coke-Hole.
Coke hole.
Cocol. Coke-Hole.
It's not one of the. Oh, as a name. Gotcha.
Yeah, as a name
C-O-C-O-L.
for one of the bosses that
Gotcha.
may or may not have drinks on
1, 2,
on hand.
4,
You know,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brian, roll me 2d6.
2d6, 4 and a 1.
All right, so a 4 and a 1, so 5. All right, so that is a revolutionary. Somebody else give me another boss name.
Sosa.
We don't have to keep going down the sports things, guys. Like, they don't necessarily
I
know
thought it
who
was
this
I
is.
thought it was a clever one.
Yeah, all right. Someone else roll me 2d6.
on it. That's a 5 combined.
All right. That's the same one. Roll again.
Okay. That is a 4 combined.
Agitator.
Ooh.
That
All right.
guy's name is Hog. That's boss
No, his name's
Hog.
Sosa. Sosa. All right, another one. Give me. You want to do Boss Hog? I'm a Boss Hog.
Tiberius.
Hog and Tiberius. Tiberius. All right, Brian, roll me 2d6.
That's a 3 combined.
Commander is Boss Hog.
That sounds
then,
right.
And then Chris, roll me a 2d6 for
9.
Tiberius. The Collector is obsessed with artifacts from the old age and is constantly trying to expand his collection. Will never turn anything over to the Dawn Vault. Lives in his own world and rather rarely leaves his lair. So that's Tiberius,
Ooh.
which sounds about right. All right. So just to kind of fill these out. Somebody give me a name for an enforcer.
Toad.
Toad. All right. Somebody give me another name for a what is G? I wrote down one letter to describe them. Gearhead. Another gearhead. Yeah.
Jethro.
Jethro. All right. Stalker.
Anyone else? Kyle, you got one?
Not off the top of my head.
Chris, you got one?
Cletus.
For a stalker. Okay. Cletus. All right. The next one will be a fixer. Another fixer.
Greasy Steve.
Greasy Steve. You guys are really trying to make this funny. How
dare we?
I'm gonna skip another dog handler. So give me a chronicler name. I don't want another dog handler running around.
Samson.
For a chronicler? Okay. All right. We'll just leave that. That's a lot of NPCs for right now to kind of work with. All right. Other NPCs. You can create your characters. Several NPCs were mentioned in the pre-made questions. Like as far as like who's your buddies and all that kind of shit. Were there questions when we did that? When you guys were making your characters?
There's like, who do you hate? Who do you need to
relationship
protect?
to NPCs.
Oh yeah. So of these PCs that we've now like named off, who do you guys have one of those that you think your character might hate offhand?
Greasy Steve. I fucking hate that guy.
All right, put it on your sheet. You don't like Greasy Steve.
He tricked me out of an artifact.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep.
Gasper hates Toad, the enforcer.
Okay. All right.
He's mean to his dog.
Yep. By the way, Toad's gonna be fucking big too. He's like
I mean, that tracks, yeah.
jacked.
Toad. Yeah, of course.
Abba Zaba hates Samson because the people believe his lies.
Samson is. I'm gonna throw this in there. Samson's kind of been the like de facto leader of the Chroniclers, by the way.
Oh, that's even better.
So, because there's other chroniclers, you know what I mean? Like, but like Samson has kind of been the de facto one, and like you've been doing the whole thing with like the elder trying to like help him out and shit like that. But you know,
Oh yeah,
as far
yeah, but
yeah,
yep, Samson lies, and
yeah.
Ab doesn't like that.
And Ab wants to be the elder anyways, so it's like competition there. Of like,
yeah. There's a little bit of a like, you know, yeah.
Dig it. I dig it.
All right, Kyle.
What else? Who else is left? I'm trying to think.
We got Toad, Jethro, Cletus, Greasy Steve. Do you want to know what they do? Do you have like a role you're not gonna like?
Well, I was looking for somebody who owes me something and never paid.
All right, so Toad is an enforcer. Jethro is a gearhead. Cletus is a stalker. Greasy Steve is a fixer. Samson is the chronicler, one that's kind of in charge of the chroniclers in general.
I would say Greasy Steve has bullets he owes me and hasn't paid.
Okay. Another fixer, basically. So you have some sort of like
Fixer
you and this
fixer
other
crime.
business guy have an issue. Yep, I'm with you.
On the I need to protect, can that be another PC or does that need to be an NPC?
It could be
It is. It says NPCs
yeah
in the book, so
Yeah, but mine even offers up.
You
a
can
notebook.
name a new NPC that you feel like you want to protect.
You need to protect. Mine even gives me the option of a notebook.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, if you guys want to pick I need to protect and like name a new NPC too, I'm totally okay with that. And then like they don't even have to have a specific role. I just wanted to fill out some of the roles with some NPCs.
Well, clearly I need to protect my dog Titus.
That's the most boring answer you could give.
Okay. The idea of the relationships is to create conflict within the arc and a
Yeah.
reason to be a part of the arc.
Yeah.
So what's the one person in the arc that's keeping you from just walking off and starting your own life?
There you go. There you go.
That's what you're looking for. Because that's the story beat that's like, I want to leave.
I would leave, but it's for.
I can't
but
leave
Ted.
this person. Yeah.
But have you met Ted?
yeah, whatever. There has to be a reason that's keeping your character in the arc. Otherwise, like, why don't they just fuck off into the zone, you know?
Okay, I have an idea.
I mean,
Which
you don't have
is?
to. It doesn't even have to be a role. Like you could just be like their name is.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
said,
thinking
Ted.
like this version of like the dog kennel people, like the people that get the dogs off the street, and that's where he gets his dogs from, or that's where he got Titus.
So there's a shelter.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a shelter.
What's the name of the person that runs the dog
Mikey.
rescue?
Aspka. That's their name is Aspka. Mikey. By the way, for all these NPCs, I'm going to roll randomly for gender. So I'm going to do a 50-50 on it. So you guys know. So Greasy Steve could be a woman. We don't know yet.
Stevie
right,
Nicks,
so-
whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of fucked up you call her Greasy, but, whatever.
Why
right.
is it only that when the gender changes?
Wait,
Just saying, why you gotta call
that's
her
the
Greasy?
issue
That's
you
fucked up.
have with Greasy
Yeah.
Steve? Not
Yeah.
the fact that they're swindling fuck?
Yeah. Accused, allegedly of swindling
if
fuck.
everyone
Look,
in the
look, look.
arc calls
No,
him
no.
Greasy Steve.
You guys call him Greasy Steve. Everybody else just calls her Steve. You all are the assholes. I don't know if you know this yet.
You did say Always Sunny. Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
You guys think you're the heroes of this story. You're not.
No. No.
All right. Brian, do you have an idea on like the NPC that your character would want to protect?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Would you like to fill that blank in?
Void.
no, it's Marshall.
Marshall.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Marshall is the person who lives in Abba Zabba's trigger finger.
That's not a real person, Brian.
Okay. What?
Real people.
Another NPC, not just like your pet project.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another facet of your character's personality.
I already wrote Marshall down. So who's Marshall?
Marshall is somebody that Abba Zabba went to grade school with. They grew up together, so
I mean, in reality, the whole arc, all of the people
Yeah.
grew up together. You know what I mean? Like you all grew up together. Everybody but the elder was, or like the elder would have been like your guys' father figure, and all
Right.
of y'all were kind of like a bunch of orphans. Just so that you know, like
yeah.
yeah. But
right,
yeah, I mean, so just that Marshall was your buddy the whole way through, like since you were kids.
And I've got a more realistic description of Mikey. By the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Mikey will be another dog handler that helps with the training of the dogs.
You know what's funny? I actually wrote dog handler beside Mikey already. I was like, Mikey's gonna be a dog handler. So yeah, I'm 100% with you. Yep. All right. So Brian, what if Marshall's another one of the chroniclers, like your buddy in the chronicler thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just thinking of a really cool character thing. Brian, I'll tell you later about it. But
Cool.
Like, but the idea that I had.
No. Jeremiah.
Who was the other gearhead?
Jethro.
Jethro.
Yeah.
I need to protect Jethro because they're better with electricity, and I need that to run my machines.
Okay. Okay. And then Kyle,
Is there an enforcer?
Toad.
Okay. Toad was my first bodyguard, my first kind of guy, my protector. So he and I had a very symbiotic relationship. So Toad must live.
I thought someone didn't like Toad. Who was it that didn't like Toad again? Somebody. Oh, Chris doesn't like
Chris.
Toad.
Nope.
Yeah.
Toad's
He's
addicted to
mean
the
to my
dog.
dog.
Right.
Chris doesn't like what could be construed as authority figures.
I mean, that would be a boss at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
Coco,
And
Sosa,
can Toad be a
Boss
woman?
Hog. Dude, I already said I'm going to roll
Oh, okay.
a 50-50 on all of them. So,
Gotcha.
or whatever, something. So, I haven't decided how I'm handling it yet, but they're not all he's. So.
Greasy Steve's a lady.
I think you missed that whole conversation. You had walked away when we were talking
Yeah,
about
you walk
Sorry.
away when we talked about
that.
this.
They were like,
Children.
nobody likes Greasy Steve because they call him Greasy. I'm like, you guys call him Greasy.
Like in
You,
my head,
no one else does.
in my head, Mikey's actually a female.
His name's Robert. It's so weird.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna roll randomly for all the NPCs, but
Jethro has the batteries to make Demeter's Walkman work, and he can recharge them. So he she
Yep,
needs to
yep,
protect
yep, yep.
him, or
Gotcha.
him, her, whatever. I don't know.
That-
I don't know.
we'll
I
say
don't know what
them for
Jethro's
now.
pronouns are.
He, she,
I don't either. I don't know either. But just because you picked a quote male name doesn't mean they're going to be quote male. So they might have just seen it written down somewhere and like, I like that one, Jethro. You know, that's my name. Which is weird that Greasy Steve picked the name Greasy Steve for themselves.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't think Toad picked their name.
I think Toad used to be smaller.
Right. Tadpole.
Right. And then hit a fucking like growth spurt and
Mutation.
got way
Legs.
bigger than fucking everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. Greasy Steve
Oh.
could just be really sweaty.
Yeah,
Which
right?
makes
It could just be a
sense,
mutation.
Because
that
Toad and
Greasy
I were the
Steve
same
has.
size for the
Yeah.
longest time, and then
Yeah.
Toad took off and I didn't.
Yeah. All right. So other NPCs, we can kind of fill in more NPCs as we go to. Be like if there's a bunch we can do with it. Decide exactly how many inhabitants the arc has at the start of the game. It recommends keeping it around 200, right?
Okay.
So this is what I'm going to recommend. That we roll a D6 and then like a D66, right? And a 1, 2, 3 is going to be minus like 10, 20, 30 something. Yeah.
What?
So the first D6 is going to be whether it's plus or minus. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, minus. 4, 5, 6, plus.
Positive. Okay.
Right. And then the second one is going to be minus 10, 20, 30, or 4, 5, 6 plus 10, 20, 30. So, or 10, 20, 60. We'll go up to 60. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it could be anywhere between 140 and 260.
Okay, so the first die is positive
Plus or
negative,
minus.
and then
The
the
second
next
one is
two
tens.
dies. Oh, the second die is tens, and then the
Tens,
third die
yes.
is ones.
That's just 2 dice. Like one
Okay,
D6
so we're-
and another D6. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who wants to roll the first one for positive or negative from 200?
Kyle, you're the weatherman.
All right, what am I rolling?
A
2d6. 1d6.
1d6. 1d6.
1d6. It is a 6.
Oh, it's
So plus, and then someone else roll a d6.
I got it. 6.
All right. So there are 260 people in your arc.
That's
at,
good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
That means there are 254 people or 56 people other than you guys, and then the elder. So 255 people,
That's so many NPCs we can become when our characters die.
or that might die off between sessions. So who knows? Who knows?
Is that between sessions or is that just when we level up?
Yes. That's when sessions are, when you guys level up. All right, so you decide exactly how many. The population size is important because no children are born in the Ark. And after every game session, some inhabitants will have died from violence, hunger, or disease. So
That's
kind of
pretty
plays
cool.
out. Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Don't we
Jeremiah.
also level up after every session?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. I was just
Both
wondering
of
if
those things
are...
happen at the same time. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the arc is on a countdown to 0 people.
Yes.
As we level up.
That's meant
Yes.
to motivate us to help save the Ark.
Yes. Yes. Rot-free water is almost as rare and valuable as grub in the Ark, and thus a source of power and influence. Decide what your source of clean water is. Some possibilities: an old well, an uncontaminated creek, a small purification device, a collector of rainwater, an old water pipe. So that big green lake beside you, probably not.
What about the stadium itself? The way it's shaped like a bowl, so that the bottom part is like a rainwater collector. And that's why we decided to gather at Wrigley Field, is because the actual field itself is more of like a standing water pond.
The gearheads have established tarps around the top of it to act as water collection when it does rain.
Like filtration kind of stuff. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, collecting the water into a cistern and then filtering it from the cistern. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So collection of rainwater is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. All right. All right. So that's your basic water source. We can tweak that later if you guys want to. Distribute. Next is development points. Development level. You have 12 points to distribute across 4 development levels of the Ark. Now, the way that works is, if this is on page 101, if you look there, it's got food supply, culture, technology, and warfare. You have 12 points that you can put wherever you want in any of those 4 things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it tells you what that means beside it if you have that many development points in that thing. So, for example, 0 to 9 would be the struggle to find grub is desperate. The people can only have a meager stockpile of food left in the Ark, and whatever edible plants and animals individual mutants manage to grow or kill, 1 ration of grub is typically traded for 1 bullet. So, and then, yeah. Do you guys have a general idea of what you think the Ark is headed towards? So if you're 0 to 9, it's like level 1 of something.
Yeah. Do we want to
You have 12.
evenly distribute them, or do we want to kind of like lean into one thing or the other?
Put it all into warfare.
It might not be a bad idea, honestly. Because for 10 through 19, that gives us more solid fortifications like scrap palisades and lookout towers, defend the Ark. And there might be some form of watch patrol, battle level 2. That would make sense considering the
That or
building?
technology, that would give us access to artifacts. Those are the 2 things that intrigue me the most, but I'm kind of biased because food's irrelevant to me.
The other thing is
Yeah.
certain artifacts you won't be able to use or know what they do if your development level isn't high enough yet for the Ark.
Yeah.
It requires a certain development level to even understand the artifact sometimes.
I'm fine however we want to go with it. It legitimately doesn't matter to me.
Anybody else have an opinion?
I mean, if we want to be what we actually are, I mean, Heart of Chicago, I would say something probably closer to warfare is where we would have leaned to even survive to a certain
We
point.
were in the prior murder capital of the state.
Good Lord, it's not Baltimore.
Well, I mean, they didn't base RoboCop out of Baltimore, did they?
Okay.
That was Detroit, right?
No, that was Chicago.
Yeah,
Well,
but where did they shoot the movie though? Or
I thought it was Detroit.
they shot it in Dallas.
Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1.
Just like Kennedy. Sorry, is that too soon?
Yes.
Is that too
Oh
soon?
man, I am so happy for that slam dunk. That was great.
Man.
Too soon? No.
All right, let's get us to warfare level 2.
All right, whatever. So we'll do 10 in warfare, and then we have another 2 we can do, right?
Food.
Give us a food and a technology.
Yeah, well, sure, whatever. I'm really sad we're not leaning into culture here, but that's fine.
Again, yeah, culture I can care less. Just kidding.
I'm good with tech or food or
Yeah,
whatever.
I feel like
I don't
culture
really
would
care.
take away from the chroniclers thing going on. The fact that they're the only ones who can read and write is why it's such a hot, debated fight for the top.
No, I dig it. If culture is 0 and no one else can read, like Demeter is going to be deeply annoyed with everyone else. That's it's like that this totally makes sense. God, you're all fucking idiots.
Is it going to be idiocracy?
Maybe. All right, so we're gonna go 10 in warfare and 2 in one in food, 1 in technology. Is that it?
Sounds like it.
Okay. I mean, the 1 is really just like moral support, at that point.
We didn't completely forget it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how are you guys splitting it up? Sorry, I was trying to find the thing again where it talked about the artifacts and like because it requires a certain development level for you guys to be able to even use or like an artifact. So technically, Jeremy, your cassette player has a dev level of 20.
Fun. There was there's some stuff in comprehend
Right.
about being able to
Yeah, we could probably worry about that once we actually start playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll look into that as we go along. I think it was under the arc section was where it talked about it actually. As far as the artifacts. But anyway, whatever. We'll worry about that later. So how did you guys split it up? What are the point levels?
10 in warfare, 1 technology, 1 food.
Okay. So you have a more solid fortification like scrap palisades and lookout towers along the top parts of the whatever the Colosseum style Wrigleyville. And God, I love that it's Wrigleyville. This is amazing. And so you can defend the arc a little bit better. There might be some form of watch and patrols, which would yet again make sense. If you guys have the higher lookout points, you can look and kind of down in all directions and kind of see what's coming. So yeah, that's cool. I am a fan. Let's see. The season. The searing summer heat, rainstorms in the fall, icy winter snow, or the slow thaw of spring. Decide which of the 4 seasons it is when the game starts. I've already decided. It's summertime.
sweaty.
Yeah. It's the dog days of summer right now. So that's where we're going to start.
I thought someone told me one time the dog days were over. Right.
Nope, not yet. We're right at the beginning of it. Because it's actually, I don't know if you guys know this, when the star Sirius is visible, when it first comes up over the horizon, you could see it right before dawn. That's what that refers to, because it's part of Canis Minor. The
Dog?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's what it's a reference to. The dog days of summer is when it begins rising up, and you can actually like see it right before the sunlight makes it so you can't see it. Because
That's
it's like,
fun and not pedantic at all.
Yeah. But since we're Dork Day afternoon, which
Dog
is
Day. Oh, I
right.
see what you're going
yeah,
for
there's a
here.
reason
Now
I'm like, no, yeah, it's got to be
now I
this.
get
Bam.
it.
Now I see why
Atticus.
you're so nerdy.
Atticus.
There you go. Thank you.
Atticus. All right.
Yeah. So, and that's actually in Chicago would have been like early August is when it would be
So,
visible.
like-
So,
Real soon.
like yeah, like basically right about now in the real world. So yeah. Anyway, so there you go. Summertime. So we'll have to get a map together of that. Culture, the people you love, none of that. We've already done all that. The people's projects. During the course of the game, you can develop the arc by having people undertake projects. A project can be anything from building a palisade or starting a mushroom farm to setting up a tribunal or opening a theater. A project does not only involve your particular PC directly, but is undertaken by a large section of the people. On page 104 and onward, you will find a list of projects. All projects have a minimum dev rating. That's the lowest possible score in one or several devs for the project to be started, and a dev bonus that is added to the dev once the project is completed. You choose projects carefully. The projects you undertake determine what kind of society you are. So do you guys want to pick like a project that is kind of going on right now?
Pretty much the only thing we'd qualify for would have to be like we don't
Cannibalism?
We have a warfare of 10, so that we couldn't really do. Pretty much a militia is all we can do.
Defenses, hunting parties, cannibalism. If you go down to lists of projects, right, it's like the dev requirements are what you're looking for. So no requirement, no requirement. Any of the non-requirement ones you can do.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So
I
if you guys
like
want to think
zone
about
wrestling.
that between, yeah,
like-
right.
I like zone wrestling.
That was mine.
Oh, that's two. That's two
Yeah,
for zone
That
wrestling.
immediately was the one that stood out to me. Wait, we have
Out in
zone
the-
wrestling? A metal
Out in the
cage
middle
where
of the
the
ball field,
strongest
you can-
mutants fight each other for bullets of glory?
Yeah, it's right on the pitcher's mound.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how well the baseball diamond is still maintained, but yeah, it is up to you guys what you guys want to do. So
We don't really have like our development points are basically not great.
We could do defenses. We could work on a moat.
around Wrigley. I just in my head, it's you're turning Wrigleyville into a castle. It's amazing.
Is them where's defenses, I guess. Where's that?
Very top, the very
the
first
first
item
project.
on
Oh, is it? Is the
digital
very first one?
108.
Yeah, palisades, earthworks, or even a moat. Protects the arc against enemies on the outside and makes it harder to slip in or out unnoticed.
I think hunting party.
I agree.
I think hunting party because our grub is one. So I think food is such a driving focus for the arc at this point that I think hunting party would be either hunting party or cannibalism, one or the other.
We just picking one of these.
Yes, one. It's kind of like what you guys are kind of focusing on right now.
Yeah, or
Like the arc.
Everybody wants to do
Maybe.
zone wrestling as well.
Or I think hunting party or cropland or pigsty. I think a food-based thing would be probably the best one because our warfare is high enough that we do have defenses. So I think food would be the next priority.
Cropland is 3d6, so it's one of the bigger outputs. Bigger than pigsty, bigger than cannibalism, bigger than hunting party.
Yeah, but then it goes into the skills of endure or know the zone. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
whereas like hunting party is endure or shoot, and then there's for pigsty there's endure or know the zone. So I don't know. I would say food. Someone else pick.
I'm fine with that.
Cannibalism. It is. All right.
I think hunting party makes the most sense.
I mean, I'm all for cannibalism. I got
As long as
Oh,
it's
hunting party.
You guys want
I
to take a
have a very
vote?
high manipulate.
All right. Kyle says hunting party. Chris, would you say?
Hunting party.
Jeremy?
all third hunting party. Yeah, sure.
All right. Brian, it's almost irrelevant. what you
Cannibalism,
say.
then.
What do you want to say? All right. Hunting party it is.
No one said what we were hunting.
Who knows?
If they're not our people, it's technically not cannibalism in this society.
But yeah, so the project that's kind of being worked on when we start is going to be setting up hunting parties. And let's see, scroll past all of the projects. The settlement, blah, blah, blah. I'm scrolling past. Jesus, there are a lot of projects here. The Dawn Vault. The Elder no longer controls the Ark. The old man's word is no longer law, but one of his commandments is still held in high regard by the people: to collect artifacts from the old age, study them, and learn from them. Keep them in a safe place. The Elder called this place the Dawn Vault. And that's kind of been your issue, by the way, Brian, with Samson, is Samson's been kind of, you know, hoarding over the Dawn Vault in the first place and kind of like acting as a, you know, intermediary between stuff going in and whatever. You know what I mean? Like controlling the
He's
flow
caught in the old ways,
into
man.
the Dawn
He's
Vault.
not
And not necessarily letting everybody in,
getting
you
with
know,
the program.
especially the other chroniclers. So, but still taking the things that people bring and putting them in, but not necessarily, you know, giving access to other chroniclers. When you grew up, it was strictly forbidden to keep artifacts that you found for yourselves. Everything had to be turned over to the Dawn Vault, studied and filed. In theory, that is still the rule. But as hunger sets in and the old order falls apart, mutants increasingly keep artifacts for themselves, Jeremy, and even barter them for grub. Still, the Dawn Vault remains and is guarded by a group of loyal chroniclers who refuse to abandon the Elder's principle. Following his will, they continue to collect artifacts, study them, and teach what they learn to anyone willing to listen. So, but, you know, like I said, Samson's being a little bit sketch about it. Yeah, the dev requirement is the minimum level in one of the 4 devs that the Ark must have reached for all people to be able to easily understand and use the artifact. There you go. So it's all people. This is explained in Chapter 8. The dev bonus is added to the Ark's dev rating as indicated, but only if the item is handed into the Dawn Vault.
Yeah, Demeter's comprehend is stupid high, and under the skill it says roll for comprehend when you want to read an old text, know what a particular ruin was used for, or understand and use an artifact whose dev level is higher than the Ark's.
Okay, so why don't we hold off on that? Because I got an idea on how we can start for stuff. All right, so attacks against the Ark, none of these matter yet so far, and yeah, anyway. All right, so that's our basic character creation and Ark creation, also called Wrigleyville.
What was our population again?
260.
Or 260. It's now dropped down to 250. You guys lost a few during the course of this character
Can we
creation.
rename it Wiggly Ill?
You guys can actually call the Ark whatever
I'm calling
the
it
fuck
Wiggly
you want,
Ill.
as far as I'm
That's
concerned.
it.
Because
Yeah,
some of the
yeah,
letters
yeah.
are missing. I'm
Wiggly
with you.
Ill. Yeah.
Ubs Stadium.
Awful loose.
That's it. Awful loose.
Awful loose. There's no Waffle House in
Side note,
Wrigleyville.
that may or may not be how I came up with Coca-Cola.
I was kind of surprised you guys didn't say that's where your water was coming
thought
from. Was
about
from
it.
the like
I thought
soda
about it. I thought
fountains.
about it. But you got to replace those things.
Right.
So, like,
Well, and that has to still come from somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for our live character creation. This didn't run too long at all, only about 2 hours. That's about normal for us. Actually longer than I thought it was going to. But I guess we did the character creation and about half that, and the rest of that was the zone shit. So, but that's cool. the first episodes of these will begin releasing after 2 Past Midnight has finished, so that will be in September at some point. I'm not going to name a date yet because we're not quite close enough for me to do that. I'm thinking about 2 weeks out is when I'm going to be like, these are the last 2 episodes, and then, kind of go from there. So, anyway, everybody, have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Crystal, Mom, anyone else who's been watching, thank you for joining us. Anyone who's watching this later on because it was too late for you in Europe, hey,
Hi.
happy
Stay
tomorrow.
up later or wake up earlier. I don't know.
I'll be the same.
No, man.
Have a
Get some
bacon
sleep.
sandwich.
And all right, have a good night, everybody, and talk to you guys later.